We are live. Welcome to TV&D. Thank you to everybody watching live right now on Twitch and in the future on our YouTube channel. I'm Brian. I'm your game master here as always with my co-hosts and favorite people in the world, Eli Uden, Carolyn Page, and Tony Wilson. What's up, you guys?
Hi.
Hello, Brian.
Absolutely
also,
nothing.
I'm loving this curtain.
Yeah, don't worry about the curtain. I've been going through some shit this week. Also, you may have noticed the absolutely incredible Amy Vorpahl is playing with us this week, and we are. The hype train has already gone bananas in the chat.
Hype train.
Amy, thank you so much for joining us and playing with us.
Yeah, this is going to be a GDT, a goddamn treat.
Oh.
At least for us.
Time?
I was like, "Gam dud time." I got damn good time.
I gave you just enough time to wonder if I was.
Yes, thanks for all the subs. These are coming in.
Thank you for all the
Oh
subs.
my god, yeah.
Tasty
thank you.
JK.
Rules. We also had Skirples and we have Be My Badger subbing. I love it.
Wow, y'all have a great community going on here.
Oh, they're the best.
Thanks.
We stole them mostly from Drawfee, but now they're ours, and they're the the fucking best in the world.
A lot of them are bots. We bought a lot of bots.
Okay.
Yeah, we buy subs and followers.
Yeah.
Dane's
Dane's at he's at like a full hacker setup, chatting from every possible account. So yeah, our bonuses are fun things.
We have toys for people who are watching live that people who are watching in the future on YouTube are missing out on. Would you like to tell the ruckus about them?
Well, the ruckus doesn't need to know, so I'll tell the non-ruckus. To the non-ruckus, which is the Twitch crowd. Oh man, thanks. More gift subs from Skirples.
Skirples!
It's almost tax time, Skirples. Calm down. We have a couple things here. We have, obviously, for those subs, like the people that just receive gift subs or just bought theirs, you got emotes, one for each of us. You can play around with those. We also have a blurp, which is a sound effect thing where if you're on Twitch, you should be able to see it on, I believe it's on the right of the screen, where you can pay a couple bits to play a selection of sound effects that we have carefully curated to be funny. One other note about the blurps: because of the switchboard setup we have with audio and broadcasting, only I can hear the blurps, but you'll see me respond, and I enjoy them very much. And then I'll relate to people usually what sound is playing.
Thanks for the sub, Dwebbles.
Yes, Jewebbles. 4-month streak.
So we are at the end. March has been Muppets month here on the show, which has been a lot of fun, and this is our final week of it. So let's do a quick reminder of who everyone is playing. Tony, who are you?
I'm Kermit, the green frog who works at the theater. He's the head frog, not one of the lesser frogs who also works at the theater. And he kind of sounds like this. Yay!
Oh, man.
There it is.
So
This
good.
cut rate wiki page we just got. Kermit is a green frog who works at the theater.
Oh no, I've been going to Wikipedia with 2 E's. Oh, jeez, Louise.
Carolyn Page, who are you?
Oh, I'm Miss Piggy.
God.
I'm very good at the Miss Piggy voice.
It's getting better. It's getting better.
It is kind of cruel to go from like a really pretty on point Kermit to
I'm sorry that I don't have a man's voice doing a woman's voice who's also a pig. Sorry.
It's
Fair enough.
At least
Would
the
any of us-
sass is there.
yeah. Would any of us truly be happier to hear an accurate Miss Piggy voice? It's
I can
not
hear regular Miss Piggy anytime I want. This is something new. I love it.
Yeah.
Eli, who are you?
I am the King Prawn, Pepe. Beloved, not shrimp, but King Prawn. Some would argue not a central character, but some would argue the most central character because he's the best.
I don't know who it is, and I got the email, and I said I'm not going to look this up.
Well, your
You saw
imagination is
Frog and Pepe
pretty on
within
point.
like 14 words of each other, and you're like, no, hard pass.
Yeah, his name is Pepe the King Prawn.
What does he sound like?
He has
Does he
like
have a
kind of a he's like Pepe the King Prawn, okay? It's like that.
He's Spanish.
And,
Who is
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Spanish, so it's okay.
yeah. Carol's like, draw more
Mediterranean.
attention. Yeah, he's Iberian.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's right.
So it's
Yeah.
definitely fine.
Yeah, one of his gags is that people continually call him a shrimp, which he is not. He's like, I am not a shrimp, I am a king prawn.
Got it.
He's got a lot of arms, and he's like, well, he got one tooth, which is always a great character design decision in my mind. Just put one tooth on the bottom. Great stuff. Fantastic.
And Amy, who have you chosen?
Yeah, I chose the Swedish chef.
He talk like this, does it? I'm gonna talk a little bit more than I should. Maybe you'll understand what I'm saying.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That
Something
just sounds
like
just
that.
like my Miss Piggy.
It actually does. It actually does. Because we're both playing, male voices in the world doing, well, no, he's got a mustache. He's still a male.
Did Frank Oz also do Swedish Chef? That would make sense, I guess.
The puppet was co-puppeteered by both Jim Henson and Frank Oz. I do not know who did the voice.
Did they kiss while they were?
What about the
Co-puppet
Swedish
like
chef
that?
required
That's how
two
they made the
people?
puppet move, actually.
The
I'm
hands.
going to.
Isn't
I'm
it
going
two
to
hands,
just.
Two hands.
Uh,
He's the only Muppet who used you could actually see human hand. I know too much about this. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
All right. Well,
What are you saying,
also,
Amy?
well, I'm going to say that the Swedish chef does have some. You can limit the magic that I can do, but I do have a deity, and it is Bjork, not Bork. Bjork.
Amy.
That's amazing.
Amy, I want to make you a promise right now. No matter what, I will not limit the magic.
the limit is our knowledge of Bjork, which who knows how deep that goes.
I think we come from the same area of the world,
Finland?
like
Isn't she
near.
Finnish?
No, Bjork is from Iceland, and I know this
Oh.
because
one of
I
the
went to
lambs.
I was on a layover once in the Iceland airport, and in their airport they have a whole section that's just a Bjork store. Like they are into Bjork there.
Like a
That's a
Swatch,
side
but
note.
for Bjork?
They missed
Yeah.
they missed an opportunity to call it the Bjork Stjork.
the Bjork.
They did. They did.
Stjork.
That's just
That's
the
just who
accent.
brings the babies in Iceland.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spookman47, for this sub.
Thank you so much once again. That really does help us keep doing the show. Hey, gang, should we get
Do the
into
show?
it?
No.
Oh,
Nah.
the worst part.
No, let's do it.
Okay.
It's D&D.
So, what I want everyone to imagine is our fantasy city of Catch-All City, where all of these D&D-ified TV characters live. Of course, in the heart of the theater district, we zoom in on the Muppet Theater, where a bunch of wonderful vaudeville acts take place. Of course, as we begin to zoom into the theater, we can see a couple of posters strewn about how the theater's going to be closing soon. And there's a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Everyone's really upsettled by it. Everyone is really upset. You can see all the Muppets moving through the theater, just kind of getting ready for their last couple shows. That's because a halfling named Regis Silverspoon, which is a name that our good friend Jules came up with in the Discord. You can catch that link down below and join us there. Regis Silverspoon, of course, is a tech bro halfling who is going to buy out the Muppet Theater and turn it into the campus for his tech thing. I don't know what the fantasy equivalent of a social media company is, but
They're just making
think
those
it's-
big stone wheels
Apartments.
like they used in the Flintstones, I think.
Ping pong table building.
Fry
Oh.
stones.
Yeah.
Fry stones for everybody.
Yeah, I was gonna say scrying stones, a scrying stone, like foundry. They found out that there's a deposit of scrying stones underneath the theater, and they want to demolish it. Well, we
perfect.
all had ideas on that, so you can chat. You choose whatever your canon is.
He's building an apartment that he won't live in. He's building a pied-a-terre that he'll never visit. So.
Beautiful. So, the mood in the theater, once again, is very dour. Everyone's kind of like going through the motions, getting ready for however many shows are left. Miss Piggy, in general, what's kind of your vibe?
Miss Piggy is devastated to lose this theater and her stage, and she thinks that it's because Kermie has not given her enough stage time, and the rest of the Muppets have been stealing her limelight. And if she had been allowed to be the star more often, none of this would be happening.
That
That one seems uncomfortable.
that makes a lot of sense. Pepe, the King Prawn. What's kind of your mood, your general situation right now?
Surprisingly, I think there's a little overlap. Pepe is really not that. He thinks that they have severely underutilized him, and that's also part of why I think everyone just thinks Kermit is doing a bad job with talent management. He's letting a lot of personal stuff get in the way of operating his business. Pepe
personal stuff.
Pepe holds probably resentment towards the theater in a little bit, because Pepe's got his own stuff going on, not that reliant on the theater. So he's like, he's sad that a stage that could be available to him is gone, but it's also not been as available as he'd like. Even canonically within this show, he's been bumped twice from the running order. So
canonically within TV&D.
Yes, he's never performed.
Also real fast, Amiability, thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
The Swedish Chef, we have not seen you yet on TV&D.
No.
But what's kind of your general vibe?
My general vibe, okay.
Well, I will be saying I'm masking all of my very hard feelings with throwing things into pots and just generally being an over producer at the moment. So I just keep in my head, if I just keep cooking and doing a show, then they can't take it away from me.
This is the first episode.
This show better.
we truly have never needed subtitles. We got to get some subtitles going.
Just keep going. Just keep lighting the fire, making the pie, making the soup, making it all.
But it's with an overtone of sadness.
For sure.
Very sad,
for
Bork.
sure.
Yeah.
Berk, how dare you do this to me, Bjork?
So let's sort of smash cut to Kermit the Frog's office. Kermit, a lot of your friends don't think you're managing the theater very well. It's you've had a couple of calls with Regis Silverspoon, who is purchasing, of course, the theater from whoever you're renting it from. Like, you're expected to vacate by midnight tonight, so you get to do one more show and then get out of here. What's the mood like for you?
I mean, I guess I'm monologuing to Scooter or something, and I'm saying, "Oh, I don't know, Scooter. I can't help but feel like I've kind of failed everybody. Piggy, Pepe, they deserve one last show, and I don't know. Swedish Chef seems happy as ever, but
as if I'm going to
really
perform.
I've come to peace with not having the theater anymore, and I was kind of thinking of hanging up the old lily pad anyway, but I'd really love it to just be able to give them one more show, to just give it all they got.
If you bump me from the farewell show, I swear to God, I'm gonna be dancing down some steps. It's gonna be a real Oscar-winning movie moment for Pepe.
Kermit, you look to Scooter, who's like shuffling through some of the things he has in his arms. You're kind of getting prepped. By the way, Kermit, I found this, and he pulls out this little crystal with as the light hits it, this rainbow kind of shoots out, projects over the room. and there's this rune etched in it that is, of course, Froggish for break in case of multi-billionaire tech bro tries to buy the Muppet Theater. Yeah, I don't know. I thought maybe it'd be relevant.
Like Scooter, that says break in case of what'd you say?
Multi-billionaire tech bro tries to buy the Muppet
multi-billionaire
Theater.
tech bro tries to buy the theater. I politely, I like grab it from his hand, then politely hand it back, and then like kind of asked to have it because I would never be so rude to just take it from him.
Oh yeah, hey, it's probably yours anyway.
Can I ask, when you say that multicolored light spills out of it, would it be
Yes.
improper to suggest that Kermit is trying to find some kind of prismatic, I don't know, let's say a rainbow connection here with this device?
Yes, that is what I'm going for, Tony. Thank you.
Said Rainbow, could you?
Solved your riddle! Wait, you said rainbow?
Oh, I
That's
love
probably why I
fun.
figured it out, is because you literally said
No. I was going to say, said Rainbow, could you perhaps read under it? That part. Very good blurb, somebody. One of my personal favorites is just the JoJo. Yes. Very good. Well timed.
I just love I in that song. So the Swedish Chef, if that song is relevant, will interpret the lovers, the dreamers, and me as the lovers, the dreamers, and me, who is not a lover nor a dreamer.
I was going through the same thing in
I'm
my
a
head.
chef.
I was like, Pepe the Dreamer and me. I guess me seems like Beaker, but it could be.
Yeah.
So, Kermit, you've been handed this crystal with this rune and this rainbow light shimmering from it. What do you do?
Yay! I don't know. Do I need to? Can I divine any information from this? Oh, I break it. It says break, right? Yeah, there we go. I've
How
divined
do you
what I
break
with
it? How do you break
Strength check.
I think Kermit like pulls out a giant kind of novelty-sized foam hammer, and looks like he's gonna kind of sledgehammer it, and then he just kind of like very gently
Ping!
yeah.
It's the classic, like one tiny crack, and then it's like.
That's
Yeah.
and the whole thing just shatters, and this enormous rainbow bursts from the crystal, but like immediately bursting through the roof of your office and then subsequently the Muppet Theater up into the sky. Basically, it is a giant rainbow bridge that has shot off into the sky.
I'd like to do a perception check
Rainbow
for
connection,
Bowser.
as it were.
Is Bowser here?
Pepe, you do not see Bowser.
All right,
Kermit's-
nice.
Piggy's gonna hear the commotion and rush in.
Kermit looks to the hole in the ceiling and says, well, Mr. Silverbottom isn't going to be happy about this. Silverbottom? Silver what?
Silver spoon.
Silver spoon. Okay.
Silver
Got it.
butthole? Was it silver butthole?
I thought it was like silver.
That is the old family name. It's been translated from Silver Butthole.
When we came over on Ellis Island, they changed it.
It meant something different here.
Yeah, Piggy's gonna rush in.
The lovers.
So Pepe and the Swedish Chef, you have heard this loud rumbling and then maybe some sort of explosion coming from Kermit's office. How do you guys respond?
I assume Kermit is dead. And I'm like, oh no, Kermit is dead, okay. Guess it's Pepe's show. And then I see
I'm
Kermit.
I'll interpret that as
Bjork is speaking to me. Bjork, yes. What is it, Bjork?
I'll think my deity is calling me.
Also, someone in the chat make note that we have our first canonical deity, and that's Bjork. I just want to please make note of that.
We
need to build out our pantheon.
Well, we have the deity of propane as well. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, propane and Bjork.
I think we have we've created a couple gods.
Okay,
we've created a bit of a
in the
pantheon.
Chat, please create a very detailed wiki about this show.
Someone
Continue the
mod
adventure,
Hades to be
Brian.
Yes, go ahead. Show.
So Pepe and the Swedish Chef, are you drawn? I keep hitting mic stand here. What eventually like lures you into Kermit's office?
Oh,
through the
okay.
commotion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the rainbow will. I think I'll be trying to hear what the rainbow has to say to me, and it's
Yeah.
nothing, nothing, nothing. So I just keep walking towards it.
Great.
I think
Beautiful.
I think I was helping Swedish Chef because my favorite weird bit of Pepe lore that I learned doing my cursory research is that he was a chef before he went to show business. And in my favorite little joke that he quit because he kept getting confused for an entree. Love that
Yeah.
about him. So I think I'm kind of doing sous chef stuff for the Swedish Chef because he's the only, I've got good knife skills. I do good like mise en place. So he trusts me. So, and I only refer to him as chef like on Chopped. I'm like, what's the problem, chef? Where are we going?
So you step into Kermit's office with Piggy and Kermit and Scooter, who is mostly bewildered by the situation. This rainbow bridge, which is sparkling and like semi like corporeal, I guess is the word for it. It looks like you could step onto this rainbow, which juts out through the ceiling into the clear blue sky of Catch-All City.
I'd like to just kind of go through quickly the cutscene where we ask Kermit what's happened. He fumblingly explains over the course of like 45 minutes.
Of course.
And then we finally get to the bottom that he had this magic crystal that broke, and now Piggy would like to lead the charge over the bridge because she thinks there's a way to save the theater and thus her career.
This is just more of a kind of a set the picture thing. I just like to say that Pepe has different prep tools, and he has a chef's knife. He has 4 arms. He has a chef's knife, a paring knife, a peeler, and like, I don't know, a cleaver. He just has lots of knives because he came straight
Can
from
he
the
have
kitchen.
one of General Grievous's lightsabers?
Yeah, he has a lightsaber. Muppets do crossover stuff.
As
Yeah.
long as we all get a pick, I think he should have a garlic press too, because they come in handy more often than you think.
Wow.
All right, I've got a garlic press, a lightsaber, and a chef's knife and a paring knife.
The Muppets do crossovers, and there are plenty of Star Wars TV shows. There's no reason a lightsaber can't exist.
I don't think there's enough Star Wars stuff. That's my opinion.
Well,
General Pepe.
If we are all are going to meet Bjork, we must all be prepared.
and I'm gonna pull down my chef's hat, and then you just see that it's actually like cut out in like a kind of full face armor situation.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Cool.
The Swedish Crusader.
Yes.
Beautiful. So what's the move, gang?
Gotta go.
Piggy,
Up
you had
and
mentioned leading
over.
the charge. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piggy's pushing through everyone and then leads the charge and starts walking over the bridge.
By chef law, I must obey anything the Swedish chef says until I'm dismissed from my sous chef duties. So it's very, very complicated stuff. So as of this, I am bound to you, the way as a vassal, basically, to be ordered.
Well, I mean, but what do you? I
Awaiting
think that's
instructions,
right.
okay?
Because if you were confused as an entree, the only person I can imagine who would be doing the verb of confusing is me.
Oh
So
no,
I was confusing you as an entree.
no, they're like Pepe worked in like professional restaurants. They were like it was like Jose Andres and then Pepe. Like that's what
Got
their
it.
lore for Pepe is.
Pepe is having his second act.
Pepe had a midlife crisis, okay? Pepe got to get his groove back.
I love it. So I've never made that mistake with you.
No.
And
That's why I
we have
respect
a,
you
we have
so
a good
much.
friendship.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Okay, everyone. So you proceed to make your way up this rainbow bridge, which spirals up into the sky. I'm going to need everyone to make kind of the equivalent of a constitution check. So everyone's going to roll a d20 and add 2. And that is to kind of judge your general fortitude hiking up for what turns out to be several hours
Oh my God.
into the sky.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Wizard Dad for a very good joke for anyone who's worked in service industry as we roll, just yelling behind during battle. Little restaurant joke. All right, somebody or who rolled?
Amy,
Oh,
that was
did.
Amy, the Swedish chef.
Okay, so the Swedish chef is marching up this bridge with no issue whatsoever.
Okay, I'll roll next. Here we go.
Wow.
Oh my god. So close
Miss
to being a
Piggy is
one.
fueled by rage and motivation. Great. Let's see. I need Pepe.
Okay. Let's go. +2, right?
+2.
12.
That's enough. Pepe also fine. Now, last I need Kermit. Tony, I don't think you rolled well one time last session.
Never before in my life. Here we go.
Oh,
Hey!
Kermit, your wife is locked out.
Excuse me?
She just put in chat that Kermit's wife is locked out.
Oh my god.
You should go and
I'm
turn
gonna
to
go
that
let
quick.
my real
Oh,
life
Tony's wife is locked out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's coyotes out there. Run, Tony. That is by far the weirdest thing that is a real thing in LA. That people are like, yeah, coyotes eat your pets. It's like, what? Anyways.
So Kermit with a 13 also manages fine, but
Wow, nice one, Carolyn. Thank you for the heads up there.
You're welcome.
I was wondering why the cat was screaming at the window like 5 minutes ago, and it turns out he knew better than I did.
oh man, that's amazing.
Did the door? It was because the door looked locked. That's why.
The door did not look
Your
locked.
wife was like,
She got it.
Tony, the door looks locked. I need your help. Yeah.
God, I hope somebody's clipping that right now. But
Amy,
okay.
the door looking locked is an inside joke from, I think Carolyn started it by asking just the most pointed question.
Oh my
In
God, I think
video
she had to make a
games.
Twitch account and comment on
Incredible.
I have missed text messages. I don't look at my phone during this. I'm sorry. To
It's
everyone's life
responsible
included.
most of the time.
Okay, gang. So you're making your way up the Rainbow Bridge, and you come to what appears to be like a toll booth. Imagine like a structure built in clouds, manned by what appears to be a not quite a giant. I don't know if a demi-giant is a thing. Sort of like ogre-sized, maybe 7 feet tall, muscular, sitting board in this cloud toll booth structure with a barrier that you will have to pass. What do you do?
Skirples, thank you for gifting a sub to Tony's wife. I was hoping somebody would. Also, is that I thought it was gonna be a Phantom Toll Booth thing. I was like, a big dog, and I was having a real nostalgia moment. So there's a big toll booth with a giant.
I say,
Big dog, is that you?
What did the funny man say? What did the funny man just say? to me?
As the
Is
next,
that Bjork?
oh, yeah.
Is that you?
Different rainbow.
Excuse me, sir. Which rainbow is this? I was told by a very nice looking glass receptacle that you might be able to help us with a problem with a multimillionaire.
The giant kind of like crosses his arms and lets out a sigh of like, oh, I don't know anything about that. This leads to the big old giant's tower, which holds a whole bunch of treasure. I don't see how that's going to help you with your theater.
Pepe's eyes light up. It can't hurt.
I have a question. Is this giant carbon based, or is he also made out of felt like the rest of us?
He
What's his makeup?
I believe he is in fact a Muppet.
Yes, that's the
Wow.
question.
Muppet
Okay.
giant. Which begs the question, is a Muppet giant puppeted by a real giant? I'll take my answers off here.
This is definitely one of those suits that a human has to like be in entirely.
Miss Piggy is going to roll like a seduction. I'd like to roll a seduction check. I'd like to slink up, shimmy my whatever I'm wearing down around my shoulders, and bat my pig long eyelashes and go,
Oh, hello. We'd love to get through if you don't mind.
Great. Let's make opposed rolls. I'm making a roll for him right now to see his sort of openness to Miss Piggy's advances.
I'm still
Everyone's open to Miss Piggy's advances.
Yeah, Pepe and me are both very confused about what exactly Piggy and Kermit's relationship is. So I lean over to Kermit and I'm like, the giant's gonna fuck your wife.
Kermit is going to roll to see how uncomfortable he is. That's an 8. I think that's pretty uncomfortable.
Quite.
He just does that mouth thing and shakes a little as he looks off camera.
So Piggy, the giant has rolled a 16, which means I'm going to need you to roll a d20 plus your 4 you have for flirting. And we'll see how you do.
Please, God, I've never asked you for anything.
Every episode.
Different god, Bjork this time.
Yeah.
Good night.
Oh, now this is a Miss Piggy moment. This is an MPM. One for the books.
Carolyn, what the fuck goes wrong?
Miss Piggy shits her pants.
I don't want to throw the adventure by making myself fall off the bridge, but I would.
That's the thought I had, though.
But I will.
Whatever happens, can we hear what it would sound like to hear Miss Piggy fall off a bridge?
Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do what our hearts want to do. Miss Piggy, as she's shimmied, she's put her outfit a little too low, and she goes up and she finishes flirting and then takes a step back, stumbles over the hem of her gown, flips off the bridge, screams, plummeting to her. She's a puppet. Maybe she'll survive, but is out of the adventure. And now I'm Rizzo, the rat.
Oh, you just auto die? You just auto killed yourself?
I don't know.
This is all Carolyn. So
just making a pitch. We're watching Brian
like...
process it.
Is that okay, Brian?
That's okay. I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to wing Rizzo's stat. I have not statted up Rizzo.
Stats, rat stats.
I can map.
We'll fucking wing it.
I'll map Rizzo's stats mentally onto Piggy's stats. Just
we'll figure it out.
Like, different.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Great.
All right.
Okay, Rizzo the rat.
So Rizzo is a plus
look
4
at me.
flirting?
Hey, was that Miss Piggy I just saw fall off the fucking rainbow bridge? Oh my god!
Hi Rizzo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that my lover Miss Piggy has just suffered a gruesome death at the.
It's also the giant is in the boot, just like, yo, she just died.
Also,
Rizzo peers over, and she goes, "Meh, she'll be fine."
Pepe and Rizzo are like actually friends, so I'm just like, Rizzo! And we do like a crazy handshake that involves all of my arms.
And my tail.
Now it's an adventure, boys!
Well, I need to know, is it all worth it if one of us dies? I mean, does this quest really mean anything if Miss Piggy cannot be the soul anymore?
I think
with the
she'd
weird
want
dude.
us
Do you
to
want to go help your friend?
Amy, you just did that speech. Thank you to whoever played that blurb. You just did that speech to the My Hero Academia, like swelling anime dramatic music, and it was very good.
Yeah.
It was like, da-na-na-na-na. I was like, is it worth it if one of us dies?
Okay,
Sasuke,
as Rizzo looks over the Rainbow Bridge, you can see, and we all hear Miss Piggy's like Doppler effect scream falling down. We see that Sweetums is there, the Manticore, whatever, Sweetums is there and happens to be passing underneath and catches Miss Piggy. And she's actually fine, but she's too far below on the ground for us to
She is gone. Yeah.
go back.
I will accept
So
it.
she's
but
alive.
The worst part is that you are making us do one of those like full body Muppet shots where they just look wrong, you know?
Kermit on the bike. So the giant is very perplexed and no closer to letting you pass. What do you do?
Perhaps me and Rizzo could cause a distraction. What do you think, Rizzo?
I'm down for that.
What's our distraction? We gotta brainstorm. Okay, what's distracting?
I want to try. Oh, good.
No, you go.
No, do the distraction because well, yeah. Let's see if the distraction works.
I'm gonna run up his pant leg.
All
and
right, I'll watch you
nibble
run up his pant leg.
kneecaps.
Break. I put all 4 of my hands in like a team circle.
Team distraction.
Yeah.
And you wave at him with your crazy
Yeah,
hands.
I'm gonna act crazy. All right, good plan.
Okay.
It's very soon after you hear this giant in his low rumbling voice. It's like, there's a rat on my leg, and the prawn is going all crazy.
Yeah, I'm doing like a weird dance.
so
I'm like,
It's so distracting.
Can we run when he's so distracted? Can we run past
Yes.
the barrier?
I'd like to run up to his leg and like pull the bottom of the pant leg back open, like it's like a fucking foxhole or something, and yell up to her and be like, "Go, go, go, go!"
Rizzo holds all of his limbs in, so he becomes very slick. Shoots down and like slides out and like scoots past him on the other side.
Rats can book it.
Very
Man.
slick. It's such a terrible phrase.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Look, the New York ones, we could tell you, rats can book it. This thing's can move.
Yeah, baby.
Kermit takes up the rear and like he runs past like the toll booth with everyone else. Then
I'm
a second
gonna run
later,
past
he
Oh, you're doing okay. I thought your chair was. Oh, fantastic.
that was incredible.
I thought you were trying to take like a very stealthy bathroom break or something, or like slipping
I was
out
like,
of
we
frame.
just say we do that here.
And while you're figuring this out, I'm gonna run past the screen. Kermit runs along with everybody, runs back, drops 75 cents into the toll booth like receptacle, and then runs back up.
And so you book it, continuing up the Rainbow Bridge, eventually coming to an ending. The bridge ends, stopping short just into the sky. Before you, floating as if by magic on the clouds, is a giant tower made of stone. However, there's no way to it because there's a gap between the Rainbow Bridge and the cloud on which the tower rests. However, there are gigantic eagles flying around it.
Do they all have
What
the
do you
face of Sam the eagle?
Yeah,
They do
they're
all have the
Sam
face of
Eagle.
Sam the Eagle, and they are all indignant about it.
I also like that you said we come to the ending, and both me and Tony check the clock. We're like, doesn't seem like it's been. We're like, okay.
I think we got like 30 minutes.
Time is
more.
flying. So an eagle's tower. Oh, this is like. Oh, go ahead.
I'd like to get an eagle on my side, so I'd like to feed the eagle with some food.
All right, I'm sous chef ready. What ingredients do you need for your eagle food?
Okay, so I do have a large cooking pot. So
I need a grain of
Yes,
some
chef.
sort. Grain. And I need a bit of meat.
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
So, yeah, cow.
I pull just a cow, not like skin, like just a side of beef. Also,
Rizzo's
cuts.
eyes get really big.
It's just like a Muppet couch. It's like, oh man.
Yeah. All of my adventuring equipment is back at the theater. I filled my bag with ice and various ingredients.
and a hearty vegetable.
Oh yeah, turnips, parsnips.
Turnips.
Okay, I have turnips.
Turnips.
okay, so I make a meal for these eagles.
Amy, would you please roll for me? I believe you have like a cooking stat. I think it's
do.
gonna be +5.
I do.
I would like to give
Oh,
her
it's actually
advantage.
+8. It
I'd
is
like to give
+8.
advantage also because I'd like to use my sleight of hand stat to do mise en place and prepare all the ingredients.
That makes entire sense to me. Amy, please roll
Love
this
it.
with
Okay.
advantage.
Yay. Okay. Pretty 19 on the first one. Pretty good.
Double 19.
19. 19 on the second one too.
Swedish chef is consistent.
Suddenly, a whole like bundle flock, not quite a flock, a large amount of eagles, one for each of you, fly over and go to town on this meal that the Swedish chef
Brian,
has prepared.
Do you think a group of eagles together is called a bundle of eagles?
It's got a crazy name, doesn't it? Isn't it like it's like a coven of eagles or something, right?
A
You
convocation.
know what? I'm going hard on bundle. It's a bundle of eagles.
Love it, love it.
In this world of fantasy.
Yeah.
But wait, why though? Do you get a bonus on bundles or something, girl?
It's just going in.
Yeah, Rizzo gets a bonus on bindles, which is close to bundle.
It's a bundle of eagles. It comes with some like eagle cosmetics. You get like a statue of an eagle, like limited edition, a steel book. It's the full bundle.
Wonderful. So a bunch of eagles are now in proximity on the Rainbow Bridge, and they are so busy eating they would not notice if you were to mount them.
I would like to use my jump ability to jump onto the back
Damn, you have jump?
of the eagle.
Wow.
Tony, you don't even have to roll for that unless you want to, unless you want something to possibly go wrong.
Yes,
Slam
I
that
do.
nat
Here we
one
go.
down,
3,
Tony.
2, 1, boom. I do a fine job.
You do a perfectly
10.
adequate.
10. It's like not
Kermit,
rolling
like,
at
gears up
all.
for a big jump, and then it's just like a tiny little frog rib.
You jump onto the eagle's back about as effectively as everyone else is able to climb onto the.
Well, I make a big to-do about it.
I'll jump on. Are there enough eagles for everybody?
There are enough eagles for everybody. Once again, no one has to roll, but if you fail, I have to make something bad happen.
Oh, well, now we all have
Rizzo's
to
just
roll.
gonna skitter up and climb on the back of an eagle.
Hey, Rizzo, do you want to share an eagle or do you want to do separate eagles? Do you want to eagle
I
pool?
would love to share an eagle.
We can eag pool. All right.
Yeah, I'll share an eagle with you.
We're both very light.
He's a prawn, I'm a rat. He's a prawn, I'm a rat. What's so hard to understand?
That's the beginning of our single. It's
Yeah.
I would take
Bad
my own
90s
eagle.
rap like do the bark, man.
yeah, it's like Beastie Boys. They do the rhymes at the same time. I'm not gonna
Yeah, at
do
the
it.
beginning of the rap is just you say your name over and over.
Yeah.
I'm a rat. I'm an eagle. I'm a rat. I'm
Yeah.
a prawn. Prawn, rat, prawn. Prawn,
Yeah.
rat, eagle.
In the album has a skit that's just this skit. This is a very specific reference, like from Method Man, but it's from somebody calling me a shrimp. And then I'm like, they're just very violent, tortured things. I don't know. Method Man, Wu-Tang fans in the chat, maybe enjoy that. Nobody else.
I got it, Eli.
Thanks, Tony.
Well,
Okay, so you ride the eagles, and you manage to make it over towards the entrance to the Giant's Tower.
Oh yeah, Evans Varys makes a good point that while we're on the backs of the eagles, we do a song together.
Oh yeah, please give me the vibe of the song. What's the title of the song?
Eagles on my mind.
Yeah,
Yep.
eagles on my mind.
Eagles on my mind. It's very
Eagles on my
inspiring.
mind and under me too. When you got an eagle, you get where you're going to.
Yeah.
They kind of rhyme two with two. It's not a good
Yeah.
song.
No, that's
And on the
good.
chorus, Miss Piggy is there singing with her arm in a cast. And-
Shattered arm.
Yeah.
And Brian definitely cries to it when he's stoned at 2 a.m. and watching it. Okay, so you reach the door of the Giant's Tower. Rizzo, you still have a pig icon because I was not planning for Piggy to fall off a rainbow bridge and die.
Sure. That's on me, Brian.
Yeah. Excuse me, I'd like to kill my character.
I will make it work.
My throat hurts. I fall. Yeah.
So you find yourselves at this large wooden door in the center of this stone tower that goes up into the sky. The titular noted Giant's Tower. As you go up the stairs and reach the door, what do you do?
Well, there's only one question that needs to be asked here. I think we all know what it is. About the door.
Does it
Look.
Wow.
Wow.
It doesn't. And you're able to push open the door, and you step inside what appears to be a, like, don't get me wrong, giant-sized, but like sort of like residential house. There's like a cozy chair, a fireplace, a stack of books.
You son of a bitch. You didn't. Did you just make us Muppet babies?
I don't.
Oh no, Brian.
I was thinking
Yes, I
Jack and the
did.
Beanstalk.
No.
I was going to be like,
look
is
down
there a
and I'm
little
wearing a
man
cute
in the
little sailor outfit
cheese?
now.
There is a loud snoring coming from this door to the north, the northeast, if you will.
It's probably a bedroom, guys.
Loud snoring. Let's see. This left door over here does have a giant glimmering golden lock. It does look locked.
Rizzo's going to find the kitchen area, which I assume is in this main room, and just go ham on whatever food is in there and just start, absolutely eating.
Go ham. She just died, Carol. Respectful. Swedish chef, I don't know what I don't know if can you operate any of this kitchen at your size?
Yes, I can operate anything that you see here. I can operate it. Put on the fire. Do we want to cook right now?
I just assume the Swedish chef's always looking to cook. But we'll see.
Yeah, it does calm my nerves, so yeah, let's make a meal. Fuck
it. The biggest pot you've ever seen.
The classic game. Is that what we're doing?
Here, let me float something.
I think it's up to Kermit to figure out.
What if I'm gonna float something? What if we made like a really heavy meal that would? Well, he's already asleep, so I guess waking him up to make him eat a heavy meal would be counterintuitive.
In your home, we thought you looked.
He'd be less mad at us.
Rizzo's gonna realize that they're starting to cook a meal, and then pop out of this fruit bowl that he's been absolutely going to town on, with his mouth half full. Going,
What are you guys doing? We gotta get out of this place. We gotta get the giant.
and then he's gonna scurry over because he's full now, a little slowly, and try and pick the locked golden lock with his tail, his little rat tail.
While you're doing that, so what actually I'd like to do in the middle of cooking all of this, I noticed the giant has a big cooking pot too, and I want to bless the cooking pot and make it essentially like a bag of holding, and turn it into something that we can use to carry the treasure, because if the treasure is real, there's going to be a lot of it.
What does it? Yes. What does it look like when the Swedish chef prays to Bjork?
Yeah,
and has divine blessings brought down upon him.
Yeah. So the mustaches dance. They start dancing, and his hat actually lifts off of his face and it starts floating, and he kind of Bjork. And we actually see, I think in the Swedish Chef, you never see his eyes, but his eyebrows pop open too. And you actually see crazy, like enormous whites of his eyes and teeny tiny pupils, or like he looks actually very insane, like really, really crazy. And he just moves around and goes, Björk, 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 Björk.
Pepe is blown away by the sheer power of this ritual and gets stuck halfway in a wall.
The state of Arizona says the Björk of Hjölding.
Yeah, Björk of Hjölding.
The Björk of Hjölding.
Björk of Hjölding. Wonderful. So the giant pot is now glimmering gold, and of course is a pot of Hjölding.
A plot of Fielding.
Wonderful. So Rizzo, you were gonna go over and try to pick the lock of
Rizzo's gonna use his very well thought out and balanced street smart stat that you definitely planned for,
of course,
which is going to be the equivalent of Piggy's dancing stat.
Great. Yep, totally checks out. Now this is a pretty advanced magical lock. If you roll an 18 or higher, I will let you pick the lock. If not, it can't be done.
So I have a +5 to this skill.
It's pretty good.
You got it.
Okay.
Rizzo.
Okay. I'm a pretty advanced magical rat. I do. I'm mapping it onto the thing. I'm not a cheater. I'm a mapper. Here we go. Well.
Rizzo, no one thought you can do it. What is victoriously picking this lock?
No one believed in you.
Pepe believed in him. I'd like that from the record.
So no one notices, maybe Pepe out of the corner of his eye, but no one notices. I think everyone's like watching the Swedish Chef do his thing, and Kermie's maybe kind of freaking out, and everyone's a little nervous about what we're gonna do. And then they're maybe looking at the door and the lock, how to pick it, and then Rizzo's all of a sudden like the door is open and he's on the other side and he goes, "What? What's the deal? What's the big deal?"
I love that. Even though you've changed from Piggy to Rizzo, that I'm still Kermie to you. I appreciate that.
You're Kermie to everybody. Kermie.
Yeah.
So you all step into this incredible treasure vault, which is just mountains of gold coins, pottery artwork, an incredible cash grab of giant's treasure. Now, here's the thing. Getting it into this pot of holding is going to take 4 checks, mostly to see 4 rounds, if you will, to see if the giant wakes up. Let's see. I'm going to have each of you roll a d6 in turn, and if you get a 1, the giant will wake up. Carolyn, would you mind going first? This will be the first round.
Can I say that for color, that like when we go in the room, Kermit's like, now remember, everyone take only what we need, as like he gets like trampled by everybody.
I got a 1.
No, you didn't.
I did. It's not my night.
Wait, well, that's a D4. You said D4 D6?
A D6.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Failing twice to succeed.
I gotcha. I did.
All
That
right,
was a
go
little
ahead.
joke. That was a little prank. Okay,
If it happens again, I'm going to lose my mind.
Here we go. A 3.
So how do you...
What wakes it up? What number?
A 1. Just a 1.
No. Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
So Rizzo, how do you how do you almost make a bunch of noise to account for the D4? And then
So there's a big statue that's shaped like Elmo, who's like not quite part of the Muppets, but tangentially is a
we keep
puppet.
it separate so that we can still do Sesame Street. So
Totally. So there's a big golden statue of Elmo, and Rizzo's like teething it with his rat teeth to try and see if it's real gold, and he destabilizes it, and it's about to fall, and then he is able to brace it and like calls everyone over, and they brace it together, and it doesn't fall.
And I think as everyone's like bracing it, you hear the giant snoring, like, stop. And it's like, and then you hear the again. Let's
I don't know
see.
if slicks his whole body or teethes it with his rat teeth is a worse phrase.
Pepe, can you give me a D6 roll, please?
Yeah, someone did mention I do still have a statue of Legolas. In my inventory.
The beautiful elf.
Legolas, the beautiful prawn. I think he's a prawn. I think his braids are antenna. That's
There you
part
go.
of my
Right,
Hold on,
right.
D6.
D6, please.
Pepe makes it barely.
Pepe, it's another close call. What happens?
I see a chest of buried treasure that was actually buried, so it's got barnacles on it and like starfish, and those are like my friends because they're also sea creatures. So I'm like excited to see them, and we almost wake them up because I'm like, oh, and like I know one of them. I'm like, hey, and then we're like slapping hands, and then we realize I'm like, oh, shh. We'll talk later. I'll just have to put you in this bag. Don't worry about it. You'll be okay.
We're taking home.
Yeah.
The Swedish chef. I'm gonna need a D6 roll from you.
Yes, I did it.
We're all shocked to hear him speak clearly. We're like, what?
What is absolutely effortlessly shoveling treasure in look like?
Like I've got my pot like kind of attached to my hands, and I'm just sweeping it like that around the room. Like kind of running around the room, sometimes going just like in a full circle and just like a dog, one of those dog tunnels. It feels infinite because
Oh,
it's back
That's a
wonderful.
fun visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From like the agility tests. Yes. Dog
Kermit,
Yes.
finally. So far, this has gone well.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, all right. Jinx it already, okay?
Hey. Oh,
Hey!
Kermit,
Nice.
what's getting the final bit of treasure in?
Kermit like walks around, he looks at all the treasure. He sees like a single gold coin, and then he looks at it,
God.
picks it up, snaps it in half, puts one half down.
Oh my
takes the other
God.
half.
Kermit takes like a savings bond. Oh, come on.
He like brings out a calculator and he's like, this minus the 75 cents paid for the toll on the bridge.
Yeah.
That should do it.
Kermit's handing
Money
out
to save the theater.
Kermit's like handing out 1099s to us to record the value of our treasure.
Remember everyone to clock out today, and
I
we,
don't record my tips. I don't do it.
well, Swedish Chef, we pooled the tips so that they could be split evenly amongst everybody, which is why we need okay.
That's what you think.
Pepe's also laughing. He's like, ha, ha, ha.
Rizzo pops up and says, "You guys get tips?"
Okay, so as you haul your pot of treasure out of the vault, I'm going to make one more D6 roll to see if you are able to escape. We'll all find out together. Ooh, it's a close call. As you are dragging it out, the giant's like snores go silent once again, and you can hear some rustling, but boom, are able to shut the door behind you and take back to the Rainbow Bridge, dragging your treasure back down, or mounting your eagles once more, back to the bridge, back past the toll booth.
We're getting some physical.
Yeah.
with the pot over your
Yeah.
head.
Maybe we have one of those like weird Muppet like vehicle shots where we're like all riding the pod as it's sliding down the rainbow, and it's just like really like strange looking blue screen before they even did green screen.
Yeah, we're like tobogganing it down.
The toll booth, like the security guard giant, of course, is like, hey, whatever.
And puts in another 75 cents as he passes on the way down. They slide past,
There's an easy pass on the pot.
flips it down, flips it up.
Yeah.
So as we return to the Muppet Theater, like smash cut to back to the Muppet Theater, let's see, what's his name? Regis Silverspoon is his name. He's like looking at his watch, like waiting for midnight to strike as the show is going on. Of course, Piggy, Pepe, Swedish Chef have not made the show. They all got bumped from the show, from this final show. and like the clock is about to strike midnight. Kermit, what happens?
Do you want to, Amy? Can you do that again for me? And just imagine that Kermit runs in the room, Kermit style, as Kermit is wont to do, and just Mr. Silverbottom, Mr. Silverbottom, oh, I mean Mr. Silverspoon. Wait, and I've got like this big thing of treasure, and I just kind of like dump it out, and it's first the like gold prawns or whatever, and then it's Carolyn, what did you steal as Rizzo?
Oh, so you take half a coin, but now the workers' wages have to subsidize your.
The Elmo statue did make it into the pot of
the
holding.
Elmo statue, all the treasure that Amy stole, and then I think Silverbottom's still like, not quite enough. And
I'll
then
give
that
you my
final last little coin.
I'll give you my yeah. I was be like, I'll give you my chest, but I want ownership. I want equity in the theater. You're not just spending my money.
So that final coin like ping onto the little pile of treasure just as like the hand is about to strike midnight, and Silverspoon is like, darn these incredibly specific rules, I'll get you next time.
Yeah, he really came out on the bad side of this deal. He has a billion treasure, unlimited gold. Foiled again.
The Muppet Theater has been saved. Your journey was successful. Let's see, Rizzo and Miss Piggy, what is your final shot for our entire Muppets campaign?
Miss Piggy is in full traction and just being horrible to Kermit. She's just making him bring her. I mean, she's high maintenance, but this is like another level. And then Rizzo is just he's actually trying to work out a deal with Silverbottom to see if he can get some of that gold, maybe do some freelancing for him. So Rizzo's playing both sides.
Very good. Pepe, what's your final shot?
The final shot is Pepe walking into the Pawn Stars shop, world famous gold and silver pawn in Las Vegas, Nevada, with a barnacle encrusted treasure chest and slamming it down on the counter.
The best I can do is
Pepe loses his mind. Takes like an old Mickey Mantle signed bat and starts smashing stuff.
The Swedish Chef, what is your final shot?
The final shot is Bjork actually shows up to play some food, and the Swedish Chef is like mesmerized, and you see his eyes again lit up with pupils. And the canon will be that Bjork did bless the Theater holding, but she has come to ask for a favor in return for
Swedish Chef's firstborn child.
So yeah, we get the sinister, like, I need something from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Kermit the Frog, the Muppet Theater has been saved once again. What is your final shot? Final shot of our Muppets campaign.
Kermit is going back up the Muppet, putting another 75 cents in the toll booth, and then crossing on the Eagles, going up to the mailbox in front of the tower, and putting the deed to the theater into the mailbox with an IOU, and then going back down the bridge.
Oh, incredible. Hey, gang, this was that's the end of Muppets Month on TV&D. This was so much fun. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Amy Vorpahl, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Everyone check out, please check out Amy's book, Candlekeep Mysteries. She's a contributor to the latest D&D book.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
Yep, you can get it anywhere you get books, and then you can. Yeah, it's called Candlekeep Deconstruction with a K. Anywhere there is a K sound.
Ooh, the Mortal Kombat strategy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's very quirky, and I've been told it's really silly, and I didn't even try to make it that silly.
Hell yeah.
It came out that way.
Hell yeah. Hey, Amy, where else can we find you on the internet?
I am at Vorpahl Sword everywhere. I just joined TikTok and I've been having some fun with that. So be on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me there.
Amy, thank you again so much.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, Carolyn, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me at Jacuzzi Tubs with 2 B's. Also, please go to Venn Download YouTube and like and comment on my newest video that I wrote. It's Thirsty Thursdays, and it's ranking Pokemon professors according on a scale of daddiness. So please go check that out.
Wonderful. Tony Wilson, where can we find you on the internet?
I am at Helpful Tony on Twitter. Miniatures and builds are on Friends of the Museum on Instagram, and you can find me here on Thursdays on this show.
Eli Uden, where can we find you on the internet?
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at just my name, Eli Uden, ELIYUDIN, on Instagram at Chili's Restaurants, and on Twitch, here on Twitch at pig_dog, playing a lot of Magic the Gathering lately. And you can also listen to my podcast that comes out every week, every Monday, with my friends Patty Moe and Kath Barbadoro, called What a Time to Be Alive. And we're going to have, actually, as a reward for the amount of patrons we just hit, I will be doing a art show of my adolescent fantasy art that I drew here on Twitch next week at this time, right around next Thursday, which also is a reminder we are off next week.
Yes.
But if you'd like to see me critique some drawings of like dragons with abs, I have to do that now because we hit a certain number of Patreon
Amazing.
subscribers.
That sounds unmissable. I'm at Brian as a Goblin on Twitter. I'm Goblin Voice on Twitch. Yeah, let's see. Check us out on YouTube. Thank you to everyone who subscribed here. Check out our Discord. There's a link down below. We are off next week. That means no Infinite Dungeon, no TV&D, but I believe we'll be back next month. Can we say what we're doing next month? We're already pretty locked, right? We're doing Always Sunny.
Yay!
Finally,
Yeah.
it's gonna be really fun. Amy, thank you so much again. Hey, gang, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you
Goodbye.
for everyone who helped with my wife.
Bye.